Let me get the tweet out. We back. We back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get the tweet out. It's ugly. I don't like it. I don't even like the way it looks. I don't like the way it looks. I'm sorry. I hate everything. I don't know. I didn't. I should have thought of this. I'm sorry. Oh. No. I got it. I have the perfect one. I'm sorry. Last one. I sincerely apologize. I want you to put the word out. I want you to put the word out. We back up. We back up. I want you to put the word out. We back up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Post-game prosperity. I was really getting sick of post-game pouting. It was really starting to take a toll on me. I was getting real nervous. 3 straight was nasty. Had to break the streak. Had to stop the bleeding. Really glad, really happy, very relieved. Now let's go into Portland and get a dub and make this a 2-2 road trip. And, you know, we're pretty much good. So let's get to it. Let's get right to the intro because that took long enough finding something for the board. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Postgame Prosperity. I hate Sean. This is Postgame Prosperity. I hate Sean, and the Knicks got a dub tonight, 112-108 on the road against the Lakers. Really nice win, really good win. I love the way that we came out. We had pretty good energy from the start. We took care of business down the stretch. We went on runs at the right time. The bench was really helpful for us. We got 33 from Julius, huge performance. We got 30 from RJ, huge performance. Getting 30 from them again. Right back to Lucky Lefties vibes. You love to see it. National television, 30 balls. I'm very happy, very excited, really glad we got this win. Shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein for the job he did tonight. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson for the job he did when he was out there. Josh Hart did a really solid job of just filling his role. Quentin Grimes filled his role while Obi gave us good minutes. Deuce McBride, man, stop playing with Deuce McBride. A lot of people say a lot of things about Deuce McBride, man. Deuce McBride gave us really good minutes tonight. Shout out to Deuce McBride. Way to step in. Way to, hold it down when we need you. We appreciate it. Emmanuel Quickly doing his thing. He can't be guarded. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. There's a lot to talk about. I'm very excited. I'm glad to get this energy back. You feel me? Now it's, I hope that we're getting Jalen back after this next Portland game, but now let's go into Portland and smack Portland, and I'm ready to get back to show me my opponent. I'm not. I was quiet. We were quiet. We had been subdued. It was tough, but we here. We here. So let's get it. So yeah, we got 33 points, 8 boards, 5 assists for Julius Randle. 11 for 24 from the field, 3 of 12 from 3, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Hey man, if Julius and RJ, neither one of them shot well from 3 tonight. If either one of them if they shoot a little bit better from 3, they could have both had 40 pieces. Who knows? But very happy with what we got. Really good game from Julius. Great energy. Love to see it. RJ Barrett, 30 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, 12 of 27 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3. That was rough. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Love to see it. Love to see it. Really, really great performance by both of them offensively. Emmanuel Quickly, 15 points, 2 boards, 3 assists, 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Josh Hart, 8 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, 2 of 4 from the field. Both of them were threes, big shots. Hartenstein, 10 rebounds, was a plus 19 with no points. Great job out there, great impact. Deuce, 8 points, 2 boards. Obi, 9 points in 12 minutes. Like 4 for 6 from the field. I'm really happy what we got from the bench. I think the bench really made a huge difference in this game. And RJ with that bench lineup. RJ was getting right to the basket. He couldn't hit a 3 to save his life other than the one he hit. But they could not stop him at the basket. A couple plays he should have gotten calls on. A couple of shots he should have finished. This could have easily been a 40-point game for RJ Barrett. But it was a very good performance nonetheless. 30-point game. He put a lot of pressure on the rim. He was very tough to deal with. That's what we can get out of RJ. That's without the jumper even falling. The jumper didn't even fall tonight. And so it's like, if the jumper falls, we get a couple of those finishes that rimmed out to stay down. This is a whole different game for him, and it was already a really good one, so I'm happy with that. Julius, 3 of 12 from 3. Not one of those super hot shooting nights, but the energy and the activity level, like the way that he pushed. I love the way that Julius pushed in transition tonight. Last year I was complaining about I hate the slow breaks. I hate when he turns our fast breaks into slow breaks. Julius is one of the most difficult players to deal with coming downhill in the entire NBA. Like, he doesn't have a super phone booth tight handle, but he has a solid handle. And in transition, the way that he can do that and the velocity he's moving at and the strength he has, he's a freight train. I want him to use that more when he has those opportunities. So tonight he looked like he made a point to push and get ahead of them in transition. And also, it allows us to get easy looks. I love when this team pushes the pace. I love when this team runs the floor. We need to take as much advantage of the early offense as possible and stop allowing defenses to set and sit in zone or whatever it may be. Like, get defenses uncomfortable. Get them on their heels, and then you can take advantage of what you can get from there. So I really like that. I hope we see more of that going forward. Like, Julius, push. Do not wait. Do not walk it up the court. Like, push. People cannot deal with you in the open court. So really love that. And all night we seemed to make a point to take advantage of transition opportunities. We created some opportunities through steals. We created opportunities off rebounds. And I think that was very effective. We were very effective with that, and I wanted to be something we prioritized, which is why it's so important for us to be the team we're capable of being defensively. Why it's so important for us to make sure that we secure possessions, secure rebounds, and limit teams to one shot, because you can't get fast break opportunities if you're not converting on your rebounds. Like, if you grab the board, you get the chance to get outlet passes and get up and get ahead. And so, I love that. I love that I saw that tonight. I think it played a big role in us getting this W. Let's get to the comments, man. How y'all feeling? I know the vibes are much better. The vibes are much better. E-Money said, I'm confident again. I'm confident, bro. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. I feel much better. I feel much, much better. Let me see. Next tape said, yeah, we back. We back up. We back up. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. I want you to put the word up. We back up. Blood said, yeah, you know the vibes, brother. Anthony Vasquez said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nick said, what they gonna say now? In the words of Moneybag, yo, they're not gonna say nothing. The RJ haters, I know what the RJ hit. The RJ, I'm not even gonna say it today because they're gonna say something. They're gonna say, he didn't shoot. Well, they're gonna focus on the bad shooting. They're gonna focus on the shots that didn't go in down the stretch. They're gonna focus on him getting beat like a time or two by Austin Reeves, which shouldn't happen. But that's what they're gonna focus on. They're gonna ignore the fact that everybody's talking about, he can't finish, he can't do anything, he doesn't do anything for us. Bro, some of those moves are beautiful, bro. RJ was in his bag tonight. RJ was in his bag, and he carried us offensively in that second half for an extended period of time. It was beautiful. Getting to the basket, the spin move, the fake, getting AD off his feet, going to the left, to the right. It didn't matter. Anybody can get this move, getting to the rack. I really love that confidence. I love RJ playing downhill. I hope we continue to see RJ playing downhill and making those moves. Anthony Davis is I don't know what it is about the Lakers. It makes him get in his bag. Like those spin moves through the lane. It's like, yes, this is what we've been waiting for the whole time. This is what we've been waiting for the whole time. So you love to see it. Amazing said, awesome bounce back. Yeah. Great bounce back for the team. Great bounce back for RJ. Great bounce back for Julius. Indeed, man. I was feeling sad about Julius. Like seeing him out there like that, playing with better energy. Knocking down shots in the beginning. And just attacking. It was really nice to see. Looking inspired. The one play where he got the steal and then took off and dunked on the other side. Like I need that. I really do. He didn't box out at some points in this game. He was more, he had like a 6-minute stretch in this game where he got all his rebounds. It's kind of crazy. He started off the game not rebounding, then he was super inspired and supercharged, grabbing every board. I think he had 8 boards at halftime and ended the game with 8 boards. But whatever, hey. But he, great job. I don't like. It's weird. We gave away some shots today. And I was like, I can't complain that they don't go in. You feel me? Any shot that's missed, it's whatever. But some of those weak side corner rotations, Julius would just look and be like, yeah, I'm not going out there. A couple times he didn't even turn his head, and it was just like, oh, all right. But it was non-shooters in the corner, so it worked out. I don't like that, but hey, great game from Julius, great bounce back for sure. Big Task at Hand said, we are back at it. Nick Pride, yes, sir. We right back like we never left. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wesley Crowbar, what's going on, bro? We up. Yes, sir. We back up. We back up. We back up. Like the 6th man of the year. We back up. So happy. Anthony said, nice bounce back game from Julius. Nice bounce back game from Julius indeed, like we just said, for a fact. L. Marshall said, LOL. Oh, because I couldn't get, it was killing me. I'm not gonna lie. Amanda said, damn, I missed Prosperity. I missed it, bro. Pouting is not the same. It does not hit the same. Post-game pouting does not hit the same at all. I love y'all, and I appreciate that y'all pull up after every game, and we get these conversations off. I love having this space, but I hate that show. Not gonna lie. I appreciate it. I do not like it. I do not enjoy that show. I do not enjoy my sad energy. I be up here so sad and just so I hearing myself as I love this. I love being able to, be excited, talk about, all right, what's coming next, talk about the good things we saw, being confident. I love that. That 3-game losing streak was very rough on me. So like I said, gotta get this other game in Portland. We get this Portland game 2-2 on this trip. That's solid for me. And hopefully we get Jalen back after that, and then we keep going up. But that's solid for me. Eric Kane said, looking good on ESPN. Yes, sir. You love to see it. You love to see it. Wesley said, glad our guys kept it together. That's a fact. That's a fact. They didn't embarrass us in front of the whole world. Ethan said, yes, sir. Yes, sir, brother. You know the vibes. The Lucky Lefty's back at it again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where's my? I couldn't find my Lucky Lefty shirt. I have no idea. I can't find most of my shirts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Big Task Hand said 40 wins right on the Lakers floor. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks indeed, man. Let's go Knicks indeed. And let's keep getting as many dubs as we can. I need that. Next tape said about each of the Lucky Lefties. About each of the Lucky Lefties. The Lucky Lefties back at it again. 41 about each of the Lucky Lefties. I don't understand. But the Lucky Lefties indeed. You know the vibes. We here. Ethan said, man, did this one feel good? Bro, very much so. Very much so. It was very nice to get this dub. And like we played well throughout the game. You know, there weren't times where I was like, oh, this is so painful to get through and all that stuff. So very good win. I'm happy. I'm very thrilled. I'm glad to be back in the W column. We love to see it. Blood said, we got a W the Dolphin sighting in the City of Angels. Nobody panic, but there is, in fact, a dolphin on the loose. That's a fact, Blood. You know the vibes. Hair flip. There's a dolphin on the loose, ladies and gentlemen. You know the vibes. That's a dub. Oh, my goodness. How can we forget what a wise man once said? Yeah, we really got off of, our mojo, our groove. Speaking of mojo, going there, RJ price might be going up. That's 30 points. But, yeah, we really got off of our groove. So, a wise man once said, eat a dub. Yum, yum, yum. Delicioso. You absolutely love to see it. Boom. Leo said, Knicks W and Brendan Fraser career comeback complete with the Oscar win. The good guys are up. The good guys are up indeed. You know the vibes. I completely forgot the Oscar on. I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot. Ethan said, it's just a flesh wound. New streak is up. It's time. It's time. We about to go into Portland and smack them. I need that. That's going to be back to back. Then we're going to be approaching them things territory as we come back home. I need it. Let's get it. Let's get back to work. Let's let the league know that wasn't a fluke. E-Money said, been too long. I missed post-game prosperity. Let's go. I missed it so much. I'm so happy to be back to post-game prosperity. Pouting is nowhere near as fun. Amazing said, again, I apologize to Earhart for the trash talk. He's been huge for us, and he was again tonight. Good defense and great on the glass. Yeah, man, he's been really solid since he apologized to us, man. Shout out to Earhart. I appreciate him for sure. He's done a great job. This is a great game tonight. Ethan said, I needed this win. We all did terribly, man. I could not go 4 losses in a row. I could not be sliding down, having to worry about sliding into play-in territory. I didn't want none of that. So I'm very glad, got back to tie up the 5th spot, and just got to keep taking care of business. Got to go into Portland and get the dub. That's what it is now. Glad we got this Lakers game to give us a chance to go 500 on this trip. Work is not done at all. Nowhere near finished. We got to go into Portland and come out with a dub easily. L. Marshall left. Knicks tape said RJ and Ju each carried for a half. Love it. Love to see it, man. And I love seeing RJ's confidence getting to the basket, the way he was able to get there and finish. For stretches of the game, it just seemed like nobody could deal with him. It just they had no answer for RJ Barrett. It was clear. And he wasn't even hitting the jumper. So I really do hope the jumper starts to fall and we can put it all together. But like you see things like that, and it's like this kind of RJ, especially with Jalen being back, like the amount of weapons we can have, if we can get 30 pieces from RJ, I hope that he continues this way. I really pray that the shot starts to fall, bro. I need the jumper to fall. I do. I really, really do. RJ, I know it's in you. I know you know it's in you. I've seen you do it consistently for extended periods of time. I know that everyone likes to pretend that never happens. It's okay. Whatever. I need it. If there's going to be a stretch where the jumper starts to fall at that 40 to 45% clip that you hit it with for long stretches of games, this is the stretch. This home stretch of the season, going into the playoffs, that jumper is going to fall. I have confidence. I believe. I am speaking it into existence. If you want something to grow, speak life into it. That jumper is going to fall. And when it does, the league is in trouble. Boom. Ethan said, I ain't never seen Sean struggle with the board this much. That's facts, bro. That was crazy. I was like, yeah, that was nuts. But I feel like it worked out. Ultimately, it's like, did I struggle or did I just start off too far away from where I was supposed to get to? If I didn't erase the board, I would have never gotten to what was so perfect here. And that's life. It's like, hey, man, whichever way you go, you went the way you were intended to. And now you got to find your way to where you're going. It probably sounded really stupid. I don't know. Who knows? I didn't workshop that one. Where we at? Nick Sape said, shout out to RJ for 12 of 19 from 2 and should have had many more if he got calls. That's facts. Should have been like 12 or 17 from 2. Or 12 or 16 from 2. There's at least 2 or 3 in there that should have been calls for a fact. Ethan said, that's 3 races. It was bad. It was really bad. Amanda said, RJ is just a monster driving to the rim. Just get that jumper down and he's going to shine. Exactly, man. Got to the rack, and it was beautiful. So, yeah, just got to get the jumper to fall. Ethan said, how many does this man get? It was bad. I'm so sorry. Nick Tate said, but a win is a win, and now we got to get a dub on Tuesday. Exactly. Looking forward to Tuesday. Cannot wait. Kevin Taylor says, salute. Looks like youngsters came through big time. Very good team effort. Very good team effort indeed. Really, really happy with it. Very pleased. Nick Tate said, love, bro. Have a good night. Have a good night, bro. Love. You know the vibes. Appreciate you. Brandon said, RJ game. Let's go. Yes, sir. Brandon, you know the vibes. You see it. We here. Amanda said, Randall, nice bounce back game. Way to respond indeed, man. Because those last couple games were ugly. The last game was ugly. And on last show on Postgame Pouting, it was like, hey man, we need you to be better. We need you to be better. We need you to come out and lead this team. And that's exactly what he did today. I love when I ask for something, and then I get it. It's great. It's wonderful. So shout out to Julius Randle, man. Way to respond. Thank you. Amazing said Randall. Ethan said RJ with that 1979 shot chart. Man. Just don't, just ignore the perimeter. We didn't see any of his threes. We just saw he was dominating, getting to the basket. We love to see it. I need that jumper to fall, bro. Excuse me. Master Swift says Celtics and Lakers W's without Jalen feels different. Snap that losing streak far better than January. Yes, sir. Love to see it. Back to back wins on the Celtics in a week. I'm still those 3 losses hurt, but I'm still in a very good place because of that. I know this team is good. I know what this team is capable of. And so being able to, get these dubs, being able to pick up wins without Jalen, I need us to do it again on Tuesday. But, surviving this time without Jalen, hopefully it's not too much time. I would really hope that he's back when we get back home. And, from there, he'll be well rested, and then we take off. Amazing said, we needed this one with Cavs, and unfortunately the Nets too. We had to get this one to keep that 5 spot. Yeah, man, the Nets are winning games. They got a dub in Denver tonight. We gotta win basketball games. I'm confident we'll do so, especially if we're getting Jalen back soon. But just take care of us. I'm not worried too much. I'm not really worried. It can go any way. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the 5 seed over the Nets. As long as we don't slide back to 7. If we get 6 and end up with Philly in the first round, I want the 4 or 5 with the Cavs. Things could go different ways. There's only a few ways things could go. I'm not afraid of any of them as long as we stay out of the play-in. And I'm confident in this team that we will win games going forward. So I'm not really worried too much about what the other teams are doing. We just got to run our race. And our race has, what are we now? 40 and 29? Are we 40 and 29? Is that it? I think we're 40 and 29. If we are 40 and 29, that means our race has 13 games left. And so let's get to work. Let's take as many of these games as possible, and we'll end up where we're supposed to be at. Boom. Carlos said, feels so good as a Knicks fan to watch an RJ 30 piece. An RJ 30 piece feels beautiful. On national television, very nice. If the jumper could have fallen, it could have been a 40 piece. But very, very beautiful. Love to see it. Ethan said, that's 40 of them things, man. They said we wouldn't win that many in the season. They said we wouldn't get to 40. We got time. That's one thing we got. We got time. Delano says, salute to everyone in the chat. Salute to Sean. Salute to you, Delano. Appreciate you always. Ethan said, yes, sir. You know the vibes. Amazing said, RJ putting up a nice game in front of Hollywood and Denzel. So lovely. Absolutely lovely for the whole world. Tree said, way to turn around this road trip. That's a fact. Now we just got to go take care of business, make it 500. Dev, what's going on, bro? Quick was way better down the stretch, controlling the floor of the game. We here, Ski. Yes, sir. We definitely here, 10 toes. Every single one of us. They can't handle it. You know the vibes. And, yeah, Quick definitely controlled the pace of the game. I think that we did a really solid job. Only thing I didn't like, really, RJ took a couple shots down the stretch. A couple of them didn't drop. But, I think they were good attempts. I think he got good looks. They just didn't stay down. Not going to trip about the shot not staying down necessarily. But on that one possession, we went with 14 seconds left on the shot clock, and I think there were 40 seconds on the clock or something like that. That didn't make any sense to me. I was like, what? Like, quick swung into quick, had it swung to RJ with 14 seconds or 15 seconds, and RJ immediately the screen came and he went. And so like, I'm looking at RJ funny. I don't know if I'm looking at Quick funny. Like, Quick could have swung it to RJ, but that don't mean you have to go right now. But because everybody involved did all of that, Quick swung it to RJ. The screen came right away, and RJ went. So, like, with all of that, I'm bringing it back to Tom Thibodeau. Like, why are we going with 40 seconds on the clock? And I think we had a 4-point lead at that point. Like, what are we doing? Why are we accelerating ourselves? You run this down to, like, you get the ball. If you're going with RJ, I like the fact that we went to RJ down the stretch. But if you're going to RJ, you need to swing that to RJ with like 10 seconds left on the shot clock. RJ needs to dribble it out, bring it high, get a screen with about 7, maybe 6 seconds, maybe even 5, and then go make his move and attack. We don't need to be going with 14 seconds on the shot clock and saving at least 10 seconds on the clock that they can keep on the clock instead of running it off. So we gotta do a better job with things like that down the stretch of games. But overall, solid. Treat said, Deuce to God, great game from Deuce, man. Shout out to Deuce McBride, man. Shout out to Deuce McBride. I really love Deuce. I love the way that he, stepped up for us this season. And even, once the trade happened, he went back to the bench. He's still ready to go when it's his time. And he's not going to be perfect every night offensively, but he's going to come out and give you everything he's got on defense. And honestly, sometimes he's going to hit some shots. And tonight he hit some shots, and it was beautiful. So shout out to Deuce McBride. Ricky said, we bike. We bike. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. We here. We here. It's up. It's up. Let them know we back up. Delano said, I'm thoroughly impressed with Hartenstein's defense. He was trash at the start of the season, and now he's a reliable backup. Shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein, man. He's gotten so much better. He's really filling in this role. He's doing a great job. I agree. Shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein. Tree said, Knicks on 1, let's go. Knicks on 1. I see what you did there. Yes, sir. We will most certainly be on 1 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's up. It's up. I'm very excited. Also, advanced thing that I'm letting, it's probably, I don't know, but Knicks on 1 may have to become Knicks at 6 for the foreseeable future. I was looking for a remote gig, wasn't really working out, so I believe I'll be taking an office job this week. And if that happens, then obviously can't do Knicks on 1, but life is life, gotta do what you gotta do. So at that point, it would be Knicks at 6. But stay tuned, we'll figure it out. We will be on at 1 tomorrow for sure. Amazing said, Josh Hart has been a godsend. Deuce too. He stepped up, especially on the defense. I like that we can go to guys like that on the bench and they're ready. No pouting from them. Exactly. Just professional. Exactly, amazing. Like I was just saying, it's really big to be able to, Josh Hart is just excellent. He plays his role extremely well. Like, especially when he hits his threes, he's got to shoot them more. He's got to be quicker to shoot them. But just really gives us so much. Like, I love Josh Hart, the rebounding and defense, the way that he advances the ball in transition, the way that he attacks coast to coast. He just brings so many things to this team. It's a beautiful thing. And Deuce, ready to go. No pouting. We started playing well. He was contributing to winning basketball. He even had, right before we traded for Josh Hart, honestly, he's just started shooting a little better. He had some pretty big games or big performances for him in terms of his role. And then Josh Hart comes in. He's relegated to the bench. But when it's his time to go, he's just ready to go. There's no pouting, and I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Deuce McBride. Bro, what's going on, brother? Hartenstein, great game, my dude. Exactly. Shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein, man. Great job from iHeart tonight. Really did a solid job on Anthony Davis. Really did a solid job on the boards. Really good game, man. Salute to you. Neil said, yeah, 40 wins. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You absolutely love to see it. You love to see it. And 40 wins is cool, but I don't even see it as a milestone. I'm not going to lie. It's nice how we did it with this much time left, with this many games left, but 40 wins is no milestone for me. I knew this team wasn't going to win less than 40 games. 40 wins would have been a failure. I knew this team wasn't going to win less than 40 games. They might have thought we wouldn't win 40 games. There was no way. I didn't think any part of me believed this team wouldn't win 40 games. And so now, 45 is when it's up. The show after win number 45 is up. I'm yelling 45. I don't want to yell 40 wins. You feel me? That like a lot of people claim to have a higher standard. Oh, like I have a higher standard, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, based on what? Like, oh, you've been a Knicks fan your whole life. Like for the last, I mean, I haven't been here forever, but I have been here for 28 years, and like consciously as a basketball fan for like 25 of them. Like we haven't been doing anything in this millennium. We've done nothing. So where is this higher standard coming from? But like I do have a higher standard in terms of I had a higher ceiling for this team. I thought this team was good. A lot of people didn't think this team was good. I thought this team was good. A lot of us thought this team was good. And so, I think they're very capable of 45. And at 45, I'm talking crazy. I'm not going to lie. Because people said I was crazy for thinking we could win 45. So when we get to 45, I'm talking crazy. That show is up. I'm not going to be in here going, oh, 40. I think that, because I want us to be a winning franchise from now on. And winning franchises don't celebrate 40 wins. But I am glad that we're here. I'm glad that we are more than 10 games over 500 with 40 wins. But 45 is where I'm really gonna be. Ethan said RJ Barrett's finishing is there. Is there. And honestly, even some of the ones he missed, and they don't all go in. That's the thing. People like to highlight when RJ misses. And just ignore when he makes it and act like he never makes it. Like, oh, he can't finish. It's like, what about the other ones? But it's there, and him getting to the basket is there above all else. The way that he's getting to the basket is beautiful, and so now we just need to jump. We need the jumper to fall. Amazing said Randall needs to continue to play well out of double teams because he's going to see a ton in the postseason. That's the book on Randall, so he's going to need to be a playmaker passing the ball too. Nah, I'm telling you, bro. Teams that's everybody's game plan. When Julius Randle turns his back, rush him. Everybody's doing it. Every team we play against, every single time, they're not hiding it. Nothing. They know he's going for the spin move, they know he's going to turn his back, and they're rushing him right away every single time. So he's got to be ready for that. He's got to be aware of that. Every time he turns his back, he has to know that the game plan is for someone to be attacking when he turns his back, and he has to move the ball early. He made a pass to Deuce in the corner today, and it was a very simple pass. But the defense was loading up, and he made the right play and just moved the ball. Deuce knocked down the three in the corner, and I was like, hey, when Julius Randle moves the ball in a timely fashion, he's one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the NBA. One of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the NBA because he draws so much attention. He can, especially if the jumper's falling, he can hit the jumper. He's gonna space you out. You're gonna have to close out. He's able to get downhill. He's very strong. He's got pretty good footwork. He's got a nice handle. The knock is that when he doubles, he holds onto the ball and puts himself in trouble. But if he's not doing that, and he's able to create opportunities off of the gravity that off the gravity he has, then the sky's there's not a lot of offensive weapons that have that kind of gravity that are able to be that much of a threat in that many ways. And he's a very capable passer. So, shout out to Julius Randle, man. Neil said, let's keep winning. Yes, sir. I need it. New streak. I want you to put the word out. We back up. 6 men. Oh, yeah. Ethan said, we just need that 3-point shot to come through real quick. Oh, for RJ, please. Really need it. Really need it. And it's coming. Neil said, but we take it and move. We move. On to Portland. Brill said, RJ Slasher takeover saved this game for us. Almost sold us at the end, but still good game. LOL. Yeah, no, the Slasher takeover definitely was activated, bro. They could not do anything about him. He was making moves he doesn't normally make. It's things he's capable of. And so I like seeing him do it. I hope to see him do it more consistently, and I hope to see the jumper be combined with it. But yeah, good game indeed. Boom. Ethan said, I need Josh Hart to start letting that thing fly. He's shooting 60% from 3 with us. Exactly. He's very selective, which is probably why he's shooting a high percentage, but he's knocking him down. And we need him to shoot him. He gets a lot of opportunities, and he's kind of hesitant to shoot, and he'll take that, use his first step and try, but bro, when you get that, make teams close out harder to you. That's how he wants that step. He wants to get into the lane And I appreciate that and respect it, and I think he's good at that too. But I think if you start shooting that and letting it fly, especially at the clip you're hitting them at, maybe your percentage goes down a little bit, but you become more of a threat from out there, and then they got to close out harder. And that allows you to get to the basket easier on some of those times when you're attacking the closeout. Lost in the comments. Hold on. Where'd it go? Yeah. Okay, bet. Got it. Neil said, time to build another streak and head into the playoffs strong. Exactly, brother. Need it. It's time for it. It's time for it. In the words of Bankroll PJ, it's time for it. Bankroll PJ is very inspirational. Ethan said, okay, nope, he said that. Mason said, wish Josh Hart shot more too. He does a little bit of everything, but just wish he shot the ball more. Gotta let it fly, Josh, please. We need it. We need the spacing. Ethan said, need him to stop passing out of open threes or hesitating. Precisely, exactly. Bro said, transition buckets were huge tonight. Shout out Josh Hart for always having his eyes open. He needs to shoot more. We're all on the same page. He's got to shoot the ball. But yeah, he does a great, he's always eyes open, head up, looking ahead. And we really did a good job getting out in transition tonight. Love it. And I hope we continue to do it. It's one of this team's strengths. I hate when we get away from it. I love when we play with pace. We're a much better basketball team. Ethan said, Tom Thibodeau and Julius Randle's bounce back first half. You got to be careful when you make judgments based on one game. Tibbs talking his talk. I like it. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, and there were a lot of people saying a lot of things about Julius. To be honest, like, I was saying, hey, you got to be better, which is fine. And that's, I don't like that people do that. I don't like that people do it. And people do it with RJ, and that's one thing. But it's even worse with Julius right now. Julius has played all NBA level basketball all season. So for like a bad week to have people like, oh, blah, 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 he's not good, this and that, I told y'all, oh, blah, 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 this is why he can't be, blah, 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 and it's just like, bro, like, we don't have to be so reactionary. Like, and even if you're going to be reactionary, we don't have to be overreactionary. We don't have to be overreactionary. And so, he had a bad game. It's okay to acknowledge that he had a bad game. Hey, that game was bad. I said, hey, Julius was terrible. But, like, Julius is not terrible. Like, he was terrible doesn't mean he is terrible. There's a difference. He had a terrible game. We can speak about a game on the scale of a game. We can speak about a stretch of games on the scale of a stretch of games. But we don't have to make these huge, hyperbolic, all-encompassing statements every single time that change from day to day and week to week, or don't change no matter what new information is presented. It's frustrating. Well, not frustrating because I don't care. But it's annoying. And even then, I don't care. I've tuned a lot of it out. But, it's just, yeah. And with that said, tonight's Essentia, post-game prosperity, pinky up player of the game. We're going to have a co-player of the game tonight. Like Nick Tape said earlier, Julius carried the first half. RJ carried the second half. Julius had the better overall game with 33 points, 8 boards, and 5 assists. But, RJ was big for us, got to the basket, couldn't be stopped, and carried the offense for a long stretch of time. And I'm just really happy they both had a 30-point game. I like when that happens because everybody likes that narrative of they can't play together or they don't fit together, blah, blah, blah. They're both very capable basketball players, and they looked really good tonight. National television, got the dub on the Lakers in L.A. So, tonight's Essentia, post-game prosperity, pinky up, players of the game, Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. The lucky lefties with the 30-piece each. Absolutely love to see it, and I will drink to that. Never let your pinky touch a bottle of Essentia. It's classless. Boom. Neil said Randall process wasn't pretty at all, but he came through. Need better going forward. I wouldn't say his process wasn't. His process wasn't perfect. I wouldn't say it was because I don't think his process was ugly. I think he had some really good plays, really good moments. I think he did a lot of things that I enjoyed. I think he was fun to watch. I enjoyed watching Julius Randle play basketball tonight. He had a couple of plays that pissed me off. The play where he missed both free throws, got the rebound, and then didn't kick it out to Quick right away, and then did a head fake and turned around and got into traffic, and then tried to kick it back out to Quick 5 seconds later at the same spot where he was wide open and didn't get it, and then it got deflected because he was being swarmed. That was annoying. The play where he went baseline and spun, and then D'Angelo Russell came, and it's like, hey, bro, that they're sending somebody every time you spin, He got the ball stripped, but then he got it back, picked it up, and then threw a touchdown pass to D'Angelo. Like, he threw an outlet pass to a former teammate, and gave D'Angelo Russell an open layup. That was frustrating. Those are annoying plays, but I don't want to let that mar my view of his overall process. I think his process was fine tonight. I think he was good. He was fun to watch. I enjoy watching Julius Randle. Those plays got on my nerves, but I enjoy watching Julius Randle. Amanda said, facts, transition points for us should come more often too. We got guys that can run the floor too, like Obi and Mitchell, so we should take advantage of it in their athleticism. Boom, 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 boom. Not even just Obi and Mitch, both athletic bigs. That's great. Run the floor, use their athleticism. RJ, really good with a head of steam, really good getting downhill, really good in transition, really good getting to the basket. Use that. Julius Randle, a freight train with quickness and agility and power and athleticism and gravity. Like, everything you could want in somebody that's running the open floor. Use that. Emmanuel quickly, super fast. Use that. Get to the rack well. Jalen Brunson, fast. Gets to the rack very well. Makes good decisions. Draws defense. Mean crossover. Great footwork. Like, let's take advantage of what our team does well. Let's take advantage of the athleticism. Let's take advantage of what we're like kind of built to run. Like, this team is built to run. That's why we look so good when we do it. I hate that we don't do it more, and I want us to. Boom, boom. Neil said, us being mid with transition is because even after 4 years, we are still a low-paced team when we have the guys to be higher-paced. Tibbs gonna Tibbs. We gave him too much space, and he took advantage of being the only rando, of being the rando who shoots threes versus us like Curry. Didn't last, though, because ball don't lie. Okay, you're talking about two separate things here, clearly. So yeah, as far as transition, yeah, like we should be higher in pace. We just should be. We should push the pace more. I wish we would. I need us to. I think we'd be much better if we did. And in terms of giving too much space, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking about D'Angelo Russell, but he wouldn't necessarily be the rando. So I'm not really sure who you're talking about. But whatever it is, you're right. Brandon said, RJ having a game like that at this point in the season is great to see. Great to see. Huge to see. I completely agree, Brandon. Great time for that. Team really needed him tonight. Stepped up. We talk about how guys got to step up. Team needed him. Stepped up. Stepped up in the Boston game, too. Shout out to RJ Barrett. Bro said, Randall proved last game was a fluke, both physically and mentally. Huge. Huge, bro. Huge. I just needed to see him back to where he was at. I'm cool with it being a one-off, because it seemed like a culmination of what was happening for a couple games. But it's great. Really glad he got back right. I don't know if there was, he probably just really likes LA. Actually, he was already in LA. Don't know. Don't care. Not my problem. Over now. Glad he's good. Let's do it. Let's move forward. I'm not gonna harp on the game from a game ago. He had a great game tonight. I'm just gonna assume and hope that you're gonna move forward and continue to play well. Boom, 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 boom. Ethan said, Knicks playing hot potato down the stretch. That's a fact. That is indeed a fact. They were playing hot potato down the stretch. But I like the fact that RJ got a good amount of them. I like that we went to RJ. I wish that we got more out of those. I wish those shots dropped. He got good looks. They just didn't stay down. But I like that we went to him. I think he deserved that tonight. Nick said, bro, yeah, the vibes. Neil said, did AD even score in the fourth? Man's got neutralized by Arhart. Love to see it. Arhart was phenomenal, bro. Arhart was phenomenal. Great job by Isaiah Hartenstein tonight. Huge performance. Bro said, another streak is on the way. Mark my words. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk about it. Another winning streak, by the way. Because after we lost that first game to the Hornets, I wrote on the board, new streak loading. And then we lost 3 in a row. So, I want to be more specific, about the things I asked for. Nick's tape said, to be fair, they were non-shooters that he was looking off, LMAO. Yeah, they were non-shooter. Well, he did the same thing to Rui Hachimura, who's not a non-shooter. Like, so my thing is, bro, like, at least pretend to try. Like, on those, like, I get, being willing to give up a shot to certain people, but, like, jab at them or something. Like, like, pretend you're running out there. Yell, scream. Throw your hands up like that. Go, ooh, I don't care what you do, but, like, don't just, like, be like, oh, well, y'all heard something? But if the shot doesn't go in, I won't trip. But when they go in, like, I think Rui hit one. And I was like, bro, like, it's because you aren't making an effort to get out there at all. And it breeds bad habits. Neil said, that's what I was saying, tape. Much better in the fourth. Lakers are still under 500 because of this dub. Couldn't be us. Yo, imagine being under 500. Yuck. Oh, my goodness. Ethan said, yeah, I'm chill with him looking off Jared Vanderbilt and his 28% from three. I get it, but I don't. No, I don't want it. Marco said, let's go. New streak loading. Yes, winning streak. New winning streak loading. That's a fact. Let's get it. Ethan said, for all my Jets fans, Aaron Rodgers at the game plan apparently. I feel like they're going to announce that tomorrow, man. Like that thing with Brandon Marshall where he was like, oh, stay tuned. It won't be long. I think that's getting announced soon, man. Aaron Rodgers a Jet. What a time. What a time. We're going to have a quarterback that can actually throw the ball. Woo! Amazing said, yeah, Dame didn't play tonight for the Blazers. Not sure if he plays Tuesday. Either way, it's the Cam revenge game. LOL. Yeah, if he plays Tuesday, got to do a good job on him. Got to do the best we can. Dame is a monster. And if he doesn't play, and at this point, like there was a point in the season where I was like, I hope he plays. I was hoping that guys would play, so that nobody would say, oh, we beat them without blah blah blah, or like Bro, I don't care. I don't care if they play nobody. I don't care if they put the equipment manager on the floor. Win the game. That's all I do not need anybody to be out there. I don't need anything proven. I don't care. I don't care. Take the night off, Dame. I don't care. Give me the dub. If Dame is there, give me the dub. If Dame isn't there, great. Definitely give me the dub. That's where I'm at. I do not care what anybody's going to say about, oh, well, it was about. And as far as Cam, I love Cam. I'm rooting for Cam. I wish the best for Cam in his career, in his endeavors, and in Portland. And if he goes somewhere else after Portland, wishing the best there too. I hope he has a horrible game. I hope he has a horrible game on Tuesday. Because the timeline is going to be insufferable regardless of what happens. Even if they lose, if Cam plays well, it's going to be, oh, but imagine if he was on our team. We could have blah, blah, blah. Look, he had more points than Josh Hart. I don't. And as much as I've removed myself from a lot of that, it's still annoying. So I don't want him to have a good game. This is the one time that I am praying on Cam Reddish's downfall for basketball reasons only, just because he's playing against my team. So hope he has a horrible game, and I need that dub. Amazing said, yeah, dang. Oh, nope, read that. Cameron Goldberg said, finally, really nice to be back in the Prosperous territory. Nick's tape said about each of the lefties, LMAO. I still don't know what that means. About each of the lefties. Like, what about them? Eric King said, too bad I can't watch the game against Portland because of my league pass blackout restriction. That's tough. That is tough. You live in Portland. That is tough. I am sorry. We will hold it down for you in spirit. And if anybody, if anybody out there has a stream site for Eric or whatever, don't do it in here because that'd be illegal. But, hit him. Let him know. Neil said, Dame resting for the next game is nasty. League loves playing us, so nasty. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back. But if he's not, I'll take it. And if he is, then whatever. Let's get it. Amazing said, okay, so we got the Hart Foundation and the Lucky Lefties. The Hart Foundation is hilarious. But yeah, Lucky Lefties have to work tonight. Girodi said, when Randall decides to take layups and not long twos, he looks completely different. When he dunks, bro, he went to the basket, he been in transition, crossover, burst, bang. Like, that's what I need. I need him attacking the basket. I want RJ to get back to dunking too. RJ had like a week or two where he was going to the basket and dunking on people. It was right before the finger. Everything was going really well before the finger injury. The finger injury is the worst thing that happened to RJ this season. Because he got off to a slow start, rocky start, whatever, up and down at first, then up and down. And then he was playing really, really good basketball for an extended period of time. Like, high percentages, very efficient, over 40 from three, or like damn near 50 from the field almost. Putting up 24 a game. It was beautiful. He was dunking on people. Like, whoa. It's like, hey, this guy is hooping. And then the finger injury, and then he's been like struggling with his shot ever since. It's crazy. One of them things, Uno, no. You know the vibes. You know Ethan, you know better. That's not what we do here. This is a win. We're supposed to get those, let's stack them up. Eat a dub, that's, yum, delicioso. But from here, gotta go take care of business, gotta stack them. It's not a streak until it's 3 of them, but Uno is hilarious. Neil said, essential players of the game, the cardiac duo of RJ and Randall. You know the vibes, you know me well. Great minds think alike. Ethan said, necesito dos. That I can meet you there. Necesito dos for sure. Let's get it. I can meet you there. I mean, it said, Uno, comida. Hey, man, show me my opponent, man. Let's get it. Brandon said, iHeart having way more good games than bad games since that fateful day, bro, against the Cavaliers. Shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein. I will stand by him. Neil said, need better for Mitch. If iHeart can lock up AD, then so can Mitch. I think Mitch did. He did okay. I'm cool with needing better. Neil said, need RJ to lose whatever weight handling sabotage him with. He had a tough time getting over screens. Hurt my soul seeing Reeves get buckets because of that. He got better late in the game, though. Yeah, I mean, the one that was the worst was he had a tough time getting over the screen. Austin Reeves drove by him left. And it was like, okay, he fell behind the screen. Then there was one play where Reeves crossed over. RJ went the wrong way up the step. And then he beat him back to the spot, but then they gave Reeves the foul as he went up. It's a call that RJ wouldn't get, but, it is what it is. He did, I like the way that he recovered, but he took the wrong first step. I don't think it was crazy. I don't think it was nothing crazy. But, I don't think it was nothing crazy. Metro says, super happy for Randall. Lots of concerns were raised after his performance last night's game, but I'm happy he managed to channel the energy into production on the floor. That's a fact. Shout out to Julius, man. He was very productive out there. He got the job done and played really well. Was big for us. So shout out to Julius Randle. Metro says, shout out RJ as well, man. Very good night for that man as well. Lucky lefties, you know the vibes. Lucky lefties. Kyle, what's going on? Kyle Brantley says, speaking into existence, Sean, let that R jumper get going for the playoffs. I got blocks to spin. Hey, the jumper's going to fall, brother. Great game tonight. Our boys stepped up, and we found out what works for all these guys. Need that Portland food. Portland is food indeed. I need it. But, yes, the jumper is going to fall. It's going to work. It's going to fall, bro. I'm telling you. I know it is. And the block. Oh, my. When the jumper starts falling and RJ's having 30-piece playoff points, 30-piece playoff performances, 25, 30-piece playoff performances. Blot's getting spun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm letting everybody talk right now. I'm done arguing with people. If you don't think he's good, that's fine. If you think he sucks, that's fine. If you don't think he's improved since college, I think that's really stupid. People say a lot of things that are really stupid, and I'm tired of trying to convince people that the things they're saying don't make sense. It's like, okay, he hasn't improved since college. What has he improved at? Okay, he hasn't gotten better at anything. The moves he makes getting to the basket, the way he's finishing at the basket, the touch on that, even at that fadeaway he shot in the middle of the lane with the fadeaway, the post fade he shot in the middle of the lane. Some of the moves he was doing last year, he's improved from his first year. People hasn't improved since rookie year. It's like, bro, did you watch rookie RJ? That doesn't make sense to say. It just doesn't. People say a lot of things that just don't make any sense, and they just say them blatantly and loudly and confidently, and I'm just like, all right, you got it. So, but yeah, Block's getting spun. Brandon said, perfectly said about RJ. I'm telling you, man, getting to the rack, finishing at the rack, hopefully get some calls. Probably won't, whatever. Just finishing some of those ones that don't drop, almost drop. You gotta get them to drop. You gotta get the almost ones to drop. Get a couple more of those almost ones to drop. That's an extra 4 to 6 points, an extra 2 or 3 less missed field goal opportunities, field goal attempts, and if the jumper falls, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, and I'm going to be super annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Ethan said 1-0 since waiving Moses Brown. He was the problem. Moses Brown might have been the problem. I'm not gonna lie. Keep your head up, my guy, but you might be the problem. Afshin Hamani. If it's not Afshin, I'm so sorry. Please let me know how to pronounce it. I do not want to mispronounce anyone's name on here. You're never worried. You're the glass half full guy. It's not even that I'm never worried. It's just I cite this all the time from The Alchemist. The fear of suffering is worse than suffering itself. So it's I can, like, when RJ is missing, it sucks. It's unfortunate. When Julius is struggling, it sucks. It's unfortunate. But, like, I've watched these guys long enough to know it doesn't stay that way. And I know that, okay, like, what can I can hope for the best. I can lament what I'm seeing and be, oh my goodness, doom and gloom, like this sucks, this is never going to get any better. Or I can think the 22-year-old might have a better stretch, or might, I can focus on what he's doing right now. And so, yeah, it's more glass half full, definitely, because, perspective is everything. It's like I have a choice on how I get to see things. And I apply that to most things in life, to be honest. Like 97% of things in life. I'm doing better. I'm trying to get it all the way to 100. But 97% of things in life, like, I get a choice on how I see it. So it's like, I can see the glass half full, and that's what I'm going to be looking at, or I can see the glass half empty, and I'm going to be worried about an empty cup. Or I can worry about how this cup may be emptied, or I can be like, hey, how can I fill this? And which one is more productive? So Amazement said Randall was pouting too, but it was mid-game pouting. It worries me a little in playoffs, but Brunson coming back will heal a lot of that pain. His leadership, Randall will see a lot of teams pushing him. Randall won't have teams, mess with him as much when Jalen's there, just because so much of the focus is going to be on Jalen. But I like the energy from Randall tonight, so I think he was solid. Cole So said 40 and 30, or we're 40 and 30. Oh yeah, because we lost 3 in a row. We were 12 games over 500, and we lost 3 in a row. 29 games over 500. 40 and 30. Okay, I thought it was 29. Okay, 40 and 30. So we got 12 games left. That's crazy, man. That's wild. Time is flying. Amazing said facts. 12 games left, maybe 47. Get us locked in the 4 to 5 bracket. I'll take it, especially with us being so good on the road. I'll take it, bro. As long as we get to 4 or 5, I'm good. I'm so good. I got lost in the comments. Okay, I'm further behind than I thought I was. We're gonna speed up a little bit. Josh Hart is such a smart player too. We easily could have scored at the end, but he circled out and ran more clock. Very smart player, and the free throws to seal it. He's been such a pivotal player for us. Shout out to Josh Hart, man. He's been excellent. I think he's like the epitome of consistency. Like, you just know what you're gonna get from Josh Hart. We all said it in here. We hope he starts shooting it more, letting it fly. But otherwise, you know what you're gonna get from Josh Hart, man. It's beautiful. Jacoby, it's Jacoby time. You know the vibes. Let's go! Shout out both hearts. Shout out both hearts indeed, man. Heart to heart, you know the vibes. Josh Hart did an excellent job. Isaiah Hartenstein did an excellent job. And we pulled out the dub, man. The bench was phenomenal. Obi gave great production. Deuce gave great production. RJ did a good job getting into the paint out there with them. It was really nice. It was really beautiful to see. Sebastian said, yeah, 40 of them things, that's a fact. 40 de esas cosas. 40 de esas cosas, you know the vibes. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Bro said, Kyle back in his bag. Hey, Kyle will never leave his bag. One thing, he was, my guy was on the timeline letting him know that they was out there, I'm not going to say it on here, but that, handlebars. So yeah, the handlebars, bro. They've been wilding. I don't get, so like, I don't understand passionately rooting against a player on your team, or like, being so like dead set on, oh, he's trash. Let me go see what some of these tweets say right now. Hold on, let me see. I got a specific timeline I need to go to. TGI fly. Because my man was saying trade RJ for Ben Simmons. Let me see. He tweeted, good for you, RJ. I'll take it. That's my thing, man. If you're going to hit on RJ and be negative about RJ and, oh, I think he's this, I think he's that, he's not good, he will never be this, blah, 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 don't disappear when he has a good game. And a lot of people disappear when he has a good game. So, shout out to that. That's it. Very, very happy about that. Metro said 40 is cool, but if Philly can have 40 wins and Niang is part of that team, it just isn't enough. Give me a 50 bomb right now. That's hilarious. I also hate Georges Niang. And 50 wins is, I would love it. What we had to do, go 10-2. We had to win. We could only lose 5 games since the All-Star break, and we lost 3 in a row, unfortunately. So we'd have to go 10-2 from this point out. I'm with it. We about to go on a new streak anyway. Let me see something. Hold up. New York Knicks schedule. You know I like to get crazy. Let's see. New York Knicks schedule. All right, so Blazers, dub, 2 in a row. Nuggets at home. I need that. They just lost to the Nets at home. I need that. Give me that dub against the Nuggets. 3-game win streak. Timberwolves at home. Give me that. It's Rudy Gobert is involved. Give me that dub. We need to go back home. We need to close this West Coast trip out 2-2. Go back home. Get both of these games at home. 4-game win streak. On the road, Miami, then Orlando. Give me both of those. I'm going to be at that Miami game too. Give me both of those. So that would be 6 in a row. Then the Rockets at home, 7. The Heat at home. I want to sweep the Heat, bro. Give me 8. I don't care. I'm getting crazy. The Cavaliers on the road. Win every game. Win every game. Just win out the season. Don't lose to anybody. I still want 50 wins. Let's get it. Let's get it. I don't care. Got to go 10-2 from here. Give me 50. I'm looking at this schedule right here, and of course you're not going to win every single night, but like, I don't see why we can't win most of them. Give me every game. Ethan said, nah, I hate these 10 p.m. games, bro. I'm tired, like, damn. And you still pulled up. That's love. Though I'd start every game at 10 if it meant a W, I feel that. I would stay up as long as I have to make sure we win these games. But yeah, it is 1 o'clock in here right now, damn near. And this is with daylight savings or whichever way the clock went. So I appreciate y'all for being here. We'll speed it up to make sure we got here. We're an hour into the show. Cameron's probably going to die in a second. What took me so long to read these comments? Blood said, new streak loading. Yes, sir. New winning streak loading. That's a fact. You know the vibes. Neil said, nah, let's not. Just need to never play 4 p.m. games. That was rough yesterday, man. And we could have had that, too. We should have had the Hornets game. We could have had the Kings game. And we could have had the Clippers game. We could have had all these games, honestly. But it is what it is. Can't harp on the past. Just got to move forward. Going back and like talking about what could have happened in the past, blah, 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 does nothing. Got to move forward. Got to look ahead. What can we change? What can we do going forward? And how can we win? Ethan said 7 to 7:30 games are perfect. They really are. We almost back home soon. It's all good. Amazing said the Julius and RJ haters only come out when he goes through a slump, but they only do it because they don't want them here. I hate it when they do that too. They only speak on negativity when it appears. Yeah, bro, it's just a miserable way to exist, honestly. But I'm not gonna give it too much energy. We're gonna move on. Neil said, I'm just calling what I see, man. I would use a different word to describe it, but we move. Hopefully he stops being an a-hole or Brunson out. He wasn't really an a-hole today though. I'm cool. He was an a-hole last week. I'm cool with letting him know he's an a-hole. But because I'm so cool with letting him know he's an a-hole, I can't just say he's an a-hole when he's not. Eric Kang said 12 games left. All right, bet we give me those. Neil said praying to the heavens. The last Julius game was a one-time thing. I believe it was, man. We're moving on. We got it. We good. Bro said LMAO. Yeah, bro. I was wary of the streak potentially being an L streak before. I didn't want to be negative on you though. I know. Look at you stressing you out. Hey. You should have said something. I could have changed it on the board. I take responsibility. No, I don't take responsibility. I'm not going to lie. Never mind. I apologize. I lied. Ethan said, Rui Hachimura is shooting 29% with the Lakers. I agree. At least take a step, but I can live with letting those people shoot. I've been saying they're going to announce the Rodgers trade tomorrow for weeks now, bro. Like tomorrow particularly, you've been saying for weeks. That's pretty good. I don't know how you do that. But let's get it. I think you're right, bro. Let's get it. We better get Aaron Rodgers lit. But yeah, 29%. That's cool. I mean, Obi right now is damn near 29%. Obi is shooting 10% from 3 in March. But, like, if I was on the other team, I wouldn't want to leave him wide open. You know? Contest. Just contest. You're not doing anything else. Like, it's not like, you're not doing anything. Go pretend, at least step that way. Hey, look at me. Make a face. Something. Boom, boom, boom. Neil said, Rui Hachimura hitting random threes predictable. It's very predictable. That's why I need you to close out. My Knicks parlay hit, but the overall same game parlay failed because the Nuggets are frauds. I'm glad the Knicks parlay hit for you, and I'm sorry that the Nuggets blew your ticket. I apologize. Neil said only Blazers to be scared about are Simons and Dame and Grant. You're hilarious. You just left them out of there completely. We can. The overs on them probably hitting expeditiously. I need to take care of business. Neil said, Sean, you got to find a way to simultaneously stream this on YouTube and Twitter. You're right. You are right. All you got to do is use StreamYard. I sent him it already. You sent me StreamYard? I use StreamYard for the halftime show, honestly. I just don't know how to get this banner on there. And we'll see. I'll figure it out. We'll make that happen. It'd probably do numbers if it was on both. Boom, 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 boom. Neil says Sean got us muted in the DMs. He only accepts DMs from shorties now. Man, it's Hollywood, bro. I literally DM'd you like yesterday. Like it be your own. It really be your own. It be your own homie. That's so crazy. Ethan said muted is crazy. Hollywood Sean, and he put on that Brazos shirt at Summer League one time and act like we can't sit with him. Blood, I talk to you on almost a daily basis. I don't like what. Don't contribute to these narratives. Don't contribute to these narratives. I am bad at messaging, but don't contribute to these narratives. Boom, boom, boom. Neil said, if I was good at memorizing lyrics, I'd support you. I'm a music man. I can't memorize lyrics. What lyrics are we talking about? I don't even remember what I was talking about. I gotta start getting to these comments earlier. That's why I listen to music. Lyrics are where it's at. You real, Ethan. I like you, bro. You're a good kid. Neil said, I enjoy lyrics. I just can't memorize them. You can't. I wonder if there's like, we got to do a study on that. Like, why can't you? You know, I feel like if you hear a song enough times, you'll be able to memorize the lyrics. Queen of Dragons, yay, go Sean, go Knicks, go Knicks. I love you. Ethan said, nah, it's some songs I got word for word. That's facts. Jaden Patel said, what comments is he reading? Damn, was I that far behind? That's crazy. Boom. Where am I? Neil said, join the clock is a 40 burger. Join the clock is a 40 burger indeed. Put it in the air. You deserve it, brother. Amazing said, with Zion can't stay healthy and Ja having off-court issues, maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Knicks getting third pick and RJ. No drama, works hard, but and doesn't miss a lot of the time. Rising. Hey, man, listen, I'm not even the Zion, Ja, all that stuff. Don't say nothing. Because then people are going to be like, oh, you're comparing RJ Barrett to Zion and John Moran, blah, blah, blah. Don't say nothing. Just let RJ keep cooking. Let RJ keep growing. Let's keep watering RJ, speaking life into RJ. You feel me? I think it's going to be beautiful. I think he's going to have a wonderful career here. I think he's going to be an amazing player for a very long time. And then we can revisit these conversations when that time comes, but there's slow build. I got to make a move. I got to do this now. If they don't know your dreams, then they can't shoot them down. Where did J. Cole? Boom. Neil says, Sean takes time with the comments, guys. Hit the like button. He gets through them anyways. Damn. Hit the like button. But yeah, I'm gonna start trying to go faster with the comments. Boom. Neil says, Sean does need a shot clock with comments though, especially for 10 p.m. games. Facts, management. All right, say less. All right, say less. Blood said, Knicks My Era's reboot on Twitch soon come. When you said that the other day, I started it to see if I could be good with everybody. I'm like 4 or 5 games into it, so I'll definitely start putting it on Twitch now. We good. I had to get the jumpers down a little bit, and I still don't all the way have them. Quentin Grimes is impossible to shoot with. It's crazy. But we'll get back on that for sure. Neil said, LMAO, Sean, that dude don't come near your spaces no more. That boy lost. What dude? TGI? Nah, I love TGI. TGI's my guy. But the RJ tweets were nasty. They were very nasty. Blood said, RJ got 12 games to not make me a liar. I called a 50 piece. If he calls me a liar, I'm sending him a strongly worded DM. 12 games. All right, let's get it. RJ, we need a 50 piece. Matter of fact, the RJ 50 piece is coming against Denver. RJ going crazy on Denver because Nikola Jokic is responsible for protecting the basket. We're going to put Nikola Jokic in the pick and roll. I don't want nothing else. High pick and roll. Let RJ get a head of steam with Nikola Jokic being responsible for defending him off the screen. It's a wrap. 50 points. Boom. And then he said, RJ for Ben Simmons is blasphemous. A dude that doesn't even want to play basketball for RJ just blasphemy. Blasphemy, bro. I'm cool. Listen, being a hater is whatever. Hate, be consistent, be objective, whatever. But, do it well. Do it well. I don't think that's too much to ask. Do it well. Ben Simmons, brother, come on. Love, though. TGI Flow's my guy. I love that guy. Boom. Neil said, some Knicks fans aren't actually fans. Some people just want to, they want to get their takes off. Ethan said, 12-0 looks annoyingly possible. 52-30. Hey, bro. From your mouth to God's ears, brother. They got to beat me. They got to beat us. For me to concede defeat, they got to beat us. Show me my opponent. Why not us? We right back up. We back up. Excuse me. Tell me it don't look good. It looks beautiful. Neil said they just miserable people who care about justifying their misery. Pretty much. Eric King said, I wish there was some way to watch the Trailblazers game because I had to wait 72 hours to watch the New York Portland watch. That's crazy. I'm going to forget about it 72 hours later. Somebody get him a stream. There's got to be some kind of stream site. Metro said the only games I legit see us losing is Denver and a trap game with Houston. Come on, no, don't speak losing a trap game in Houston over us, brother. Please. Or Miami. We play Miami twice now, but I want both of them. Maybe they'll get one. I want the Denver one really badly. All those games are winnable though. They're very winnable games. Let's get them. Let's take as many as possible. Blood laugh. The catch up to these comments always has me weak. Yeah. Ethan said be taking longer than Jew on the fast break. Y'all are hilarious. Blood said Lakers are whores. Just the Lakers. I got to get my flagrant comments off. Ethan said I'm not getting paused tonight. You did make it through a whole show without getting paused, Ethan. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. You do it to yourself every time. But you made it through. Never would have made it. Never would have made it without you. All right, so I said nothing tonight. You were very safe. Hey, man, hour and 10 minutes, 1 o'clock in the morning. I love y'all. We're pulling these off on the West Coast, doing what we got to do. Almost back home. One more game on the West Coast trip. Let's go take care of business in Portland. Let's end this trip at 500. Go back home and start taking care of business. New winning streak is loaded. You know the vibes. I want you to put the word out. We back up. Yes, sir. So on that note, boom, boom, boom. Lakers K. Ha 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 ha. Yes, sir. I'm hit. Neil said, nah, I want all 12, Sean. I need that. Blood said, tell me it don't look good. That's a reach. Personal foul. Reaching foul. Blood of the Panther. First personal foul, second team foul. Jaden said, who's Cam's matchup gonna be on Tuesday? Probably be Cam and RJ, which is gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be the Discourse Olympics, brother. Oof. Prepare yourselves. Metro said they're extra winnable, and that's what made this last week super obnoxious. Bro, last week was just come on. Last week was ridiculous. Blood said, bro took the charge. Ethan said, blood, now you know that's a reach. Neil said, flag on the play, players on the review. Come on, yeah, flag on the play. Come on. Let him make it through. He did a good job. The green light is on. Blood said, if I don't reach, how will I get the steal? Y'all hilarious, man. Hey, love you guys truly every single time. This has been a really fun season. You guys made this so much fun to do. You already know the vibes. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And on behalf of everybody at TKW, myself and everybody at TKW, really appreciate you guys. Tap in, get some merch. You feel me? TKW Weekly drops in the morning. Daily Morning Drive drops in the morning. Knicks on 1 tomorrow. So all of that stuff. Looking forward to it. And we're back at it on Tuesday night for Postgame Prosperity because that's going to be a dub as well. Eden said, what is he doing, folks? Metro said, I believe in this team, and I believe we got what it takes to make people respect us. Let's go ahead and sun the Blazers. Much love, Sean. Much love, Metro. You know the vibes. Let's sun them for real. Neil said, do we have any updates on Brunson? None yet. I feel like, hopefully, I'm expecting him in a positive, like in my ideal scenario, he's back for the Nuggets game. I think they're going to sit him until we get back home. I think he's done for the trip. But I hope he's not done beyond that. So I expect him to be back for the Nuggets game. Blood said, don't call me Bargnani. Don't do that. That's crazy. Ethan said, unlikely for Portland. Not sure after that. Blood said, I'm mad. Triggered. You too young for that reference. Metro said, apparently won't return until the Denver game. I wouldn't mind that at all. Ethan said, sorry, Blood. That's how it's got to be. Neil said, I know Brunson is day to day, but that's it. Yeah, so hopefully he's back for the Denver game. Jaden said, we really got 3 days off after Portland. Exactly. We're going to need it. So get this Portland dub, go home, sleep in your own beds, get right, take a little break, rest, ice up, cold bath, cold tub, all that stuff, and, really hit the ground running on this last stretch of the season. So, love y'all. Adios. Have a great night.